its
clear, not so
its
bad.
ribs turn into wood, and you can see that there are a bunch of souls that are quasi-physical inside of its body that are jumping around and trying to escape.
Ooh.
And now it has DR5 because it's a wood golem. Being wood doesn't prevent it from being an animated undead.
There's still bad things coming. So, Zephyros.
Okay, so I got a question.
Mhm.
I can see the professor, and I could probably hear him casting. Do I get any bonuses to my will save to disbelieve the wall or the iron door?
So, give
I'll straight
Professor.
up tell you.
Professor,
After you
did you whisper to them and tell them that you were making an illusory door?
I didn't, but I see
Okay.
Zephyros glancing back at it and saying, I don't think that door will hold them very long if they see through it. Wink.
Okay, so that's enough to get the +4 without having to make a spellcraft check.
Okay, so then I make it because I have to hit 26,
Yep.
and my will save was 24.
All right, you are a wise enough Fant to see through the professor's tricks.
Okay. So, being familiar with black tentacles, because Zephyros has been around it, he knows that the tentacles created by the spell cannot be damaged, but they can be dispelled. So he knows that he can't damage them.
Yeah, you fireballed into tentacles before.
Exactly. So what Zephyros is going to do is he is going to create a wall of fire, a cold fire again, and he is going to put it right there.
Right in front of them?
Right in front of them. As you step through the door, you step into it.
So touching them, basically.
Yeah, touching them, basically.
Okay. Facing out.
Facing out, yes. And...
So you bisect the area of tentacles with a cold wall, which does affect them. Is there SR to your wall of cold? I believe there is.
Wall of force, wall of fire. SR, yes.
Okay, roll a caster level check. This is D20 plus your caster level, which I think is 10 right now.
Yeah.
And then do you have spell penetration?
I have spell penetration and greater spell penetration, I think.
All right, then add 4, so D20 plus 14. You're trying to beat 20.
Like those odds.
I've got 2 fortune points.
Yep.
Shall I just use both of them and get it done with?
You can only use one at a
You only
time.
use
Oh,
one.
can I use one of them? So so then that turns it plus 18, right?
Yeah.
Plus 16. They're not hero
You need to
points.
ro-
They're
you need to
fortune.
roll 4.
Okay, so 12 plus, so 14 plus 2 turns into 16. Why is my enter not working? 36.
Okay. Yeah, you hear them. You hear them screeching out. They do take some damage, not as much as you hope, but they are not undead.
So the damage should be wall of fire damage is 2d4 plus 13.
2d6 plus 13.
Why do I have this 2d4?
Why D6?
When the wall first appears, anything adjacent touching the wall actually takes damage as if they went through the wall.
Nice.
Oh, so this is 2d6 plus 13 then?
Yeah.
Sorry, I just made a note of that.
Plus 14. Your 9th level plus 1 evocation plus 4 for. Yeah, plus 14.
Oh, is it 14? Okay, 2d6 plus 14. That's 21 damage.
All right, they have 10 resistance to cold, so that's 11 damage.
Sneaky, sneaky buggers.
All right, but they're stuck in that stuff, so they'll be taking 2d4 plus 4 damage each round that they're stuck in that, which may or may not be enough to crack their resistance. All right, so that was Zephyros casting another cold wall, which apparently he's fond of in this fight. through the illusory barrier that the professor created. And the vomit twin kind of dunks its head off the wall just because it's...
And then it's a move action
bored.
to take some to retrieve a scroll or something, right?
Yep.
So as a move action, I'll pull out a scroll out of my bag.
Okay.
Please, Hecate, listen to us. Hear us from beyond. You are death, and you are dead.
Can I hear that?
Yep.
Excellent.
Please, Hecate, this is your bell from your temple, stolen by the Titans. Smite these people! Smite them!
Bukerbeck. It's 3 rounds for your ghost touch, or 4? I guess it doesn't matter anymore.
You told me 4.
Yeah, okay.
I think it's 1 per die of his channel.
Yep. Thurgus has some damage.
A little bit.
He's got a bit of damage, and you guys are sitting with some neg levels, so...
Yeah, we're negging. We're negging.
Should he channel?
that's
Should he channel to harm, or should he channel to heal you guys? What should he do?
Is there anything to harm?
What would be harm?
Oh yeah, it's a big statue. Never mind. He's gonna
Oh, yeah, that's
he's
a
gonna
good point.
channel to heal. He's done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He'll do 8. He heals his allies within 30 feet of him. 11 damage.
Take it.
Oh, considered. We've got remarkably low damage apart from Thurgus.
The scary thing was the negative levels. That
Yeah.
had we not dealt with that as quickly as we did, I probably would have just died.
Makronum. He's gonna go flying back to Fereosae. Oh, looks like he's been turned. He got barked. Hey, there's little guys inside of him. Does he eat them for keeping or for eating?
He is for eating all of them.
Oh, it doesn't look so good. What are those goat things? The goat things are gonna try to. Well, let's see. First things first.
Does Makronami see the goat things, or does he see the blast door?
He hears the goat things.
Fire, yeah. They were visible at one point.
All right, these goat things are gonna stand up. They see
Leucodaemons.
They see this mess. Actually, they only see the cold coming through the wall because they can't see into the room. These two see the mess because they're experiencing it.
Beautiful. Oh my god, that's such a good use of...
The 2 leucodemons in the... so they're going to stand up and they're going to move closer. They're not impacted by this level of cold. 1d4 plus 4 is not going to get through it.
The CMD to escape the grapple there is 24.
Okay.
Which I assume is don't roll a 1.
One breaks the grapple, the other one does not.
All right.
And then it begins to move through the difficult terrain. 15 feet. Passing through the cold wall. So it takes damage as if it passed through. Neil?
And that's the full damage, right?
Yeah, 2d6 plus 14. Yeah.
2d6 plus 14. $20.
Okay, it becomes 10. And it's still in the area. On Fereosae's turn, the tentacles will try to re-grab. This one failed its check.
So that one takes 2d4 plus 14, right?
On your turn, it takes damage.
Oh, it's on my turn.
Yeah.
Apologies, yes.
Okay, it hasn't interacted with the door yet. It just wants to get through the obvious threats. Apostasy wraiths. No more of these things come forth from the pools of souls.
Well, that's good.
Lady Andaisin is just rocking, just clutching her head, just rocking back and forth, making a moaning noise. The giant undead with souls, there are souls that are trying to escape, and they're starting to like wiggle their way out of its rib cages and float around the room like little zephyrs screaming. How many souls did it have in its body? It had 8, and 2 of them have escaped.
What does that mean?
I don't know. They're little tiny wisps that are flying around.
Yeah, see you later, guys. You're free.
I mean, we hope it's a good thing.
Yeah.
Thurgus.
Do I think I can... So I have a ghost touch greatsword.
Yep.
I'm not very smart. But could I use knowledge religion maybe to kind of guess at whether or not I'm going to murder a bunch of souls by swinging and trying to shatter open this cage?
It's an interesting question.
Because, like, my intent is to free them, but it's a ghost touch greatsword. So would I be killing a bunch of souls?
Give me a knowledge. Knowledge religion.
Okay. 18.
A ghost is a corrupted soul that doesn't go to the afterlife. You could definitely, with a warrior with your bab, attack the ribcage without attacking the things inside.
But based on my knowledge, because they're corrupted souls, I kind of need to end them anyways. Is that what you're saying?
If they're trapped, are they corrupted or are they just trapped?
That I'm asking. Do I know that?
No.
If not, then, okay. Then I'm just gonna.
You know the ghosts that were attacking you were definitely corrupted souls.
Sure.
You don't know what these little tiny things are. They don't look like they're attacking you. It looks like they're trying to find a way out.
Then my intent is I'm gonna full round attack the wooden body, basically.
Okay, Thurgus leans in towards the wooden body and starts. Your adamantine greatsword breaks through the 5 hardness like it was butter, and
Do you need me to roll attacks?
I just need you to roll damage. You're attacking a object.
Okay. What's the thing? Is it 4 pound or 3 pound?
Yep.
Yeah, 3 pound, 4.
Thurgus plays wood chipper to the statue.
56, 61, 66.
Holy crap.
You guys gave him a ton of buffs. He's got like Weapon of Awe and all kinds of crazy stuff.
180 damage. The statue is destroyed.
I'm gonna pick through the rubble at some point for discernible pieces that I could carve, but
yeah, there will be ghoulish bits that you can make carvings out of, but you know that the damage it takes as a statue, if it were ever returned to its unlife, it would have that damage.
I just repeatedly beat this thing into the ground. Give me back my friends, and I just keep beating.
Okay, the 6 souls that were trapped inside are now flitting around the room like little streamers and fireflies. They're making little noises, not anything scary relative to the relative to the others. They don't appear hostile. The moaning screams coming from underneath the water are a bit more troubling. It appears that a whole bunch of tormented souls are being trapped here, including that of your companion.
I turn my attention to the fountain.
Okay. You can see it trying to get out. It's almost like the top of the water is a film or a barrier that won't let the souls go.
I'm a whale on that next.
The plague zombie fighter attacks a couple of the pieces of wood with his flaming blade because you did. Fereosae.
It is the season of the witch, and that season and that witch is autumn.
Nice.
Can I see the pixie, or is it?
Yeah,
flown
no,
up
she's
into-
flying up, and she's kind of like fluttering up and down in it. Every once in a while, you see her feet.
All right, I'm going to move over to here. That's probably close enough. Yeah, I'm going to cast Barrow Haze.
Is it the fog that is spooky?
No, Barrow Haze is a very friendly fog. It's just a fog cloud, but I can see through it.
Mm.
And if I'm within range of the fog cloud, anything in the fog cloud is in range for my hexes.
Okay.
Yes, she heard me.
Pixie thinks it's Hecate listening to her.
Yes. Yes, she heard you. Yes, she did. I'm going to linger the bard. Oh, I'm starting to run low. I'm going to keep bards on go.
Yeah, 26 rounds into combat. I imagine certain things might be getting pretty low. Lady Andaisin.
26 rounds of it, and I started it and dropped it at various points.
Her
So
mascara just streaming down her face as it looks like she's kind of cried a bunch of it away. She's all frosty on one side of her body where she got blasted. She looks very frightened of you.
Shh, autumn is coming, dear.
I love that. I love that spell. That was great. Thanks for dropping that in a spell book.
On my turn, the grapple, 1d20 plus 14. Jesus, a nat 20.
Maintains the grapple and grabs a hold of the one that was trying to escape.
And plus 5 on the one that it was maintaining it on. So yeah, it does it.
You need to do
1d6.
more than 10 damage to injure them.
I can't, and I don't.
Okay. Professor.
But I hang on.
Professor.
Okay, I am not going to use my last point of invisibility field, so I will become visible right now.
Ha! They know you were here.
I was here the whole time, guys.
Right.
I will, however, spend my last arcane pool point. All 19 have been spent today. To increase the DCs of spells cast this turn, we're going to try and really get the most out of it this last turn here, guys. I'm going to back down the hall and dual spell casting. I am going to first cast Phantasmal Killer silently and hit the daemon that is closest to me.
Makes sense. That's probably the only one that's visible.
They should all be visible.
You can't see through the fire.
You can't see through the wall of cold flame. It's
Got it.
opaque. 100 feet plus 10 feet per level. So this one's 125 feet to the edge, and then 135 feet. Yeah, so yeah, it's within range.
Should be good.
Okay, so you're trying to make the daemon die of fear.
No! No! Soap!
The Phantasmal Killer, even though it is a death spell, doesn't have the descriptor death in it, so its immunity to death effects does not apply.
Awesome.
All right, 3 for 3. Actually, this is more like 3 for 4. Yeah. You need to crack SR first. It has an SR of 20. That's your
Ooh,
caster
that's
level.
1d20 plus its spell level.
Yep.
So 5.
22 plus.
As far as just your caster level.
Caster level, yeah.
Oh, so 9. Okay.
Fortune on it if you want.
What's
if you
that?
got that last fortune.
Oh, do I? I don't think I have any fortune points
Oh,
left.
you might not.
Yeah, I'm good.
Neil's got one.
Okay.
Max got one.
No. don't
12. Your phantasmal killer spell washes up against it. It appears to have no effect.
With my second spell,
Yeah.
I will cast Phantasmal Killer again silently. Let's try it again.
You can do that because you could cast 5th level spells. Got it.
Not a lot of
You're like
Phantasmal
you're
Killer.
like soap, penicillin.
No, his biggest fear is being put back in that jar.
Yeah.
26.
Dying in that jar alone.
That one, the bullet after the first one that created the crack in its natural resistance to magic gets through. Now there's a gauntlet of rolls. It is a will save to believe the fear
DC 27.
of great ethereal beings cleaning it. This is a will save, right?
Yeah.
14 fails.
It believes that the cleaning beings.
It believes that I don't know, it was torn into this grassy field in Elysium where it was tied down by flowers and it was scrubbed of all of its ability to create disease. And it's fort
Just
save.
Normal goat-headed.
Its fort save got huge. It failed.
The DC of your spell is more than 24.
It's 27.
It's 27.
This isn't a 4th level illusion from the professor. Dude. This is my bread and butter.
It roars,
Here you go.
gurgles, clutches at its own head, and then sort of like sweetly lies down amongst the tentacles and expires.
Nice. There we go.
Its body now just being moved around and the tentacles being squeezed.
Magic fingers.
A death massage.
Oh, I'm on a roll this evening. Oh.
Yeah, it only took your grunts to go in front and take all of the negative levels while you stand back and strike strategically. All right, Zephyros, speaking of strategic strikes.
How long is that wall gonna last? Does
I believe it's 1 round per level, so you cast some of these walls a couple rounds back.
No. I mean the
Oh, the
door
illusion?
that the illusionary door that the professor cast.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you probably get the sense a little while.
The illusion doors was 7.
Yeah, in round 32 that it will go away. You're in round 26.
Shit, Zephyros really doesn't know what he wants to do. What else do we have left? We have Pixie left, and we have Lady
You
left.
can go tie up Andaisin. Are we going to try and undo the feeble mind at some point to question her?
Probably no. We'll probably just kill her.
Yeah, that seems probably the smartest thing.
You've got a scythe. Go coo her.
Zephyros is gonna. How far can he move? He's hasted
Mm-hmm.
and he's flying,
90.
so he could probably move right up to her and. hit her.
It is autumn. Time for the harvest.
So.
Oh, you had a really bad day, didn't you, lady?
I haven't done this in a really long time. Let me just find my attack routine.
Attacking with your...
Attacking with my scythe.
I think we might have them up to date on the combat routine sheet too, so I can help on that.
So it's plus 12 to attack. It looks like. You can keep me honest here, but it looks like it's a plus 12 to attack.
I've got you at plus 26.
That's only if he's using arcane accuracy that round.
Arcane accuracy plus 18. Due to Bard Song, Good Hope, and Haste.
I've not added anything, so 18 I'll believe. Okay, so 1d20 plus 18.
Oh, actually 19 with the weapon. Sorry.
Okay. Would a 27 hit?
Yeah, she's cowering, and you go up to her and slice her with your giant scythe.
Okay.
And
so
you got so close to her that when she runs away from you, she's gonna curl.
So the
Okay.
damage is 2d6 plus 11 plus 1d6 necromantic. So it's 3d6 plus 11.
And I've got you at plus 17.
I was about to say, and I haven't added anything. So
She
plus
still
10.
does have some spells running, so the necromantic damage actually doesn't apply.
Okay, so 2d6 plus 17.
Nice. That's still not bad.
24.
Okay, she screams as she gets cut, and she looks like she wants to run away from you.
And I believe I can do a secondary attack at plus 7 as well.
You moved, and you can attack.
Oh, that's right.
In the 3-action economy, you could move, attack.
Okay.
Yeah. But we'll try that out. Eventually, I'll get you guys there. The pixie.
Hecate, is this your best? Please, please hear us. Hear the prayers of...
Reach out to the one who created the mist.
Hecate did it! Curse you! Curse you!
And she comes flying out to here.
You're going to sleep!
She, from within the mist, is going to sleep hex Fereosae.
Oh, she can get to the edge. That's true.
She came out and she's cursing you.
Yeah.
And she does not agree with your assertion of where the spell came from.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
DC 18
DC
will
on
save.
this sucker? That's not my strongest saves. That is.
How dare you come in
not
here
using
looking
it
like a
saves.
doctor and a fairy? That is
I will. I will add 2 by blowing my
Fortune point.
no, my
Moment of greatness.
Moment of greatness. Yep.
Yeah. I don't have a fortune point left. But that should work, right? 19.
Good thing you blew your moment of greatness. You
Uh-huh.
fell sleepy there for a moment. You're like, no, this is not the place to go to sleep.
Yeah, no.
Bookrebek. There are fiends. Fiends. Where is Bookrebek needed? I think he's gonna tootle on over here. See what's going on.
Does he have a consecrate prepared?
He
I
does-
don't think that's
he
normally
does-
in his repertoire.
He does not. No, he prepared a bunch of things for battle. He raises his weapon.
You have brought this plague and a disruption to the commerce of this great city. Ah! You must pay for your sins.
How dare you disrupt
Love it.
He's going to bap her with his +1 Morning Star with Bard Song and Haste and she's cowering, so her AC got lowered. AC 24 is a hit. Striking her for 6 damage. Not enough to kill her, but definitely hurt her. Give her a little bop. She looks like startled at that. The victims in the pools remain as so. Makernam Gobbler is going to, before she runs away, attempt to slam and grab Lady Andaisin. Apparently, we're getting her. You want to give me a slam at +20, Neil?
39.
So he slid off your back and moved over to here. AC 39 is a hit.
It was a nat 20. No, it wasn't. It was 19. Sorry.
19. He does not have improved crit slam, although one day he might have that feat. Alright, he does 1d6 plus, with Bard Song running, 1d6 plus 13.
17 damage.
He's got a Bull Strength running, so that's another 2, and then a Good Hope running, that's another 2, so 21 damage on Lady Andaisin. And then the grapple check.
Oh, wow. I just noticed the note on her sheet. Good thing I cast cold. Sorry.
That's alright. 2, 4, 5. Wow. Okay, Makronam has grabbed her.
Oh, you're not getting away. Oh, she speaks funny.
Yeah, she's lost her intelligence
Oh,
right at the beginning.
oh. Did something eat it?
Alright, the Goat Skull Abominations. On Zephyrus' turn, this one should have taken damage again, 2d4 plus 4, to crack 10.
Oh. Did we miss that 2d4? Is it 2d4 plus 4?
Mm-hmm.
8. It's not enough.
Not enough? Okay, now it needs to break this damn grapple.
24.
It does so. So it
Okay.
breaks the grapple. It bravely, stupidly moves through the wall.
Oh, that's a 2d6 plus 14, I think?
14, yep.
26.
16 damage cold. Wow, that hurt.
Pretty good. Nice.
And
nice.
it only moves as far as here, and then these goat skull creatures, they don't know what's waiting for them on the other side of the wall. They just see cold, and they come through, and then they get grappled.
Veil thing? Oh my god.
New CMB or same CMB as
We can roll a
my
new
last
one.
round?
We can roll a new one for them.
Nah, it doesn't get
Not good enough.
Wait.
So then so it's 10, 20. They pass through the wall, 30.
2d6 plus 14. 22.
Which is 12 damage.
Shouldn't they have taken damage when they stepped into that area as well?
No.
Because they came from the outer area to the inner area.
I think it's a where you end your turn kind of spell,
Ah, okay.
What are
which
these?
is a
Or they pass through.
but yeah.
So yeah, they end up trying to force their way through. You can see they're coming.
What are these guys? CMD?
35.
Yeah, it's
I'm going to
very hard
remove
to-
the giant undead with souls. It just there's not another one of them. You did it, Thurgus.
I'm going to shift my ire onto the statue of Hecate, specifically the corner, or like, well, it's all round, but whatever subsection is closest to where I saw the soul of Narfod. I want to attack that, and I'm just gonna basically just start chopping away at chunks of the statue.
So you fly up to the statue and you're attacking the statue?
Well, I saw it in the water, right?
Yep.
My initial thought was like I would just start full round attacking like the basin.
Oh, okay,
and
to try to
see
spill
if they
everything
would
out.
start spilling out.
Okay.
Yeah, that was my initial thought.
All right.
But unless my knowledge religion would like indicate, hey, the statue might be a vulnerable point, go for that first. But my initial thought was just like I'm beating the crap out of this thing, then I shift over and I beat the crap out of this other thing.
All right, this thing is hewn stone. It does have some magic about it. The hardness of stone regularly is 10 with magic. This thing is hardness 15, which is lower than adamantine.
Less than 20.
And then the section of the wall, I think, is 8 hit points per inch thickness. These are 5-foot squares. Looks like it's 3 feet thick. Give me a second. Yeah, you're gonna have to do probably 200 damage to ruin a 5 by 5 foot section of the stonework.
Okay. Do you need attack rolls? I'm assuming they're immune to
No,
crit.
you don't.
It's immune to crits.
It's immune to crits. You don't need to attack roll objects. So you're basically attacking that part of the wall.
So let's see here. 3 attacks with haste. 12. I'll just do this.
I think
as
you
one.
do this in 2 rounds, or 1 round and a hit, but...
Yeah, it depends. I will spend... Screw it. I'll spend a round of Sacred Weapon. I'll Swift Action Sacred Weapon to give me +2 to my weapon.
Your weapon begins to bleed and glow.
Plus 38 plus 2 would go up to 40. Times 3 is 120. So 12d6 plus 120 for 164.
Okay. The stone is cracking. You can notice all the souls stop, like they stop churning and trying to get through the top of the water, and they're all looking up through the water at you like expectant goldfish. They begin moving towards the crack. Like you thought you would have startled them, but they start moving towards where you're attacking.
Yeah, and I continue to look for Narfod.
Yeah, you could see. Oh, he's in there. But as they're moving, they're kind of like a stampede. They're moving over top of each other. So every once in a while, he disappears underneath them, and then it's his turn to kind of churn above the others. And they're now surging towards where you're making your cut.
I'm coming, old friend. And I just start it's kind of like a lumberjack. Like I cut in on one angle and I cut in on another angle. And I'm trying to take a V-shaped stone out of the fountain.
The undead looks at you and it attacks with its blade.
Nice.
Good going, little buddy. Whatever it is, minus 15.
Give me a roll, Luke. D10 plus 21 minus 15.
D10 plus 6, basically.
9?
Yep. All right. So
He gets 2 attacks, though, right?
Yeah.
yeah, we'll just say he does 18 then. So that's 172, 182. Yeah. Between the two of you, you do this in 2 rounds. Fereosae, there's still stuff going on, so we're still going to count down the initiative order.
I'll point towards Thurgus and say, "Watch the souls." Pixel moves off this way.
Okay.
And I point at Pixie number 3 here and say, "You are weak, and soon it will be your turn." And I
Never!
Evil Eye saves. So that's a -4. DC on that is 22.
Never!
23.
Still got around on it though.
Yep.
I have not moved. I will keep Bard Song going, and I will cackle to extend it by a round.
Oh, it's half if she makes her save, right?
Well, it's 1 round if she makes her save, so now
Oh.
it's 2.
That's awful.
Yeah, isn't it? Yeah.
Okay, Lady Andaisin is trying to thrash and escape the gooey tendrils of Makranam. Oh, she rolls really well.
Oh, nice.
She gets a 29. Makranam's CMD versus grapple is 33. You're not escaping his grasp. Oh, no, you're staying with us there, lady. Professor?
Okay, the professor
Your
will
vomit twin just bumping into the wall.
Speaking of which, I will switch places with the vomit twin and as I dump into the wall.
Okay, so let me just move the medium-sized wet professor. There we go.
And
The medium-sized wet professor without all the equipment, he's looking kind of pathetic and just smacks his lips a little bit when he arrives on the other side, looking stupidly throughout the room. The real professor is tiny and wee, full of spells running and bearing down on these daemons that are trying to get through the barriers that you've put up. Bravely approaching your blast wall of illusions.
This may be a bad idea, but we're going to go for it. I am going to fly up to the edge of the wall here.
Well, you get this close to the daemons, and you notice somewhere between where you came and where you arrived, when you stopped, all of your hair, all of your skin begins to itch, and you have this bad taste in your mouth.
That's not good. I shouldn't be.
It's just like being this close to them has caused all sorts of humors and mucuses and reactions.
All right. I don't like being this close, but
unless you have some way of protecting yourself against disease, it's just you feel bad.
I think I'm here. I may as well do something. Yeah, I will do waves of blood silently.
Just
knock them back.
Because we all know that only the best blast doors have hoses of blood. Okay, what does this do to them?
I am about to do a bull rush combat maneuver against all creatures within the affected area. I should be able to hit all of them with my cone.
Is there a SR check with this?
There is no spell resistance.
Because you are actually conjuring waves of blood. Gotcha.
Correct.
All right, so you're going to CMB them.
My CMB is going to be 29 for this.
Okay, their
19.
CMD is 35.
So I have 19 plus the roll. Is there anything I can do to bump this up? Moment of Greatness doesn't do anything, I don't think.
Moment of Greatness increases a morale bonus.
This is just... I'm calculating my CMB...
You'd get Bard Song to CMB.
It does?
But Bard Song is a competence bonus, not morale to attack. Never mind.
Would Bard Song give me +2 here?
Yep.
Oh,
you get morale from Good Hope if you have it.
I do have Good Hope. What does that give me?
+2
Plus
morale.
Plus 2.
So I'm up to CMB 23. And they're what, 35? Alright, well, here we go. 39.
Okay, so
Silently, waves of blood come gushing forward out of the blast door.
is it just a bull rush?
It is a bull rush on all of them. Doesn't provoke.
Okay, so you beat their CMDs, which means you move them back 5 feet, plus an additional 5 feet for every 5 that you beat their CMD. You didn't beat their CMD by more than 5, so they all get pushed back 5 feet.
The area is now slick for 1 round.
Okay.
Difficulter terrain.
Yeah.
So a double difficult terrain stacks. So this is really slick, bloody tentacles everywhere.
Gross.
They can become sickened. There's a fortitude save to see if they become sickened, but I feel like these guys are probably going to be immune to something like that.
They are immune to poison and disease, so they're immune to your sickening effect.
Okay.
If this was a nice Gehenna, afternoon, this would be a fun thing.
Yeah, they love this stuff.
Yeah.
This was basically a shower.
This is the Daemon version of Slip and Slide.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, you're greasing me up for those tentacles.
Right. All right. Zephyros, you can see the professor. Oh, the professor changed spots with that horrible, gooey professor that's now just dumbly standing and looking into the room.
Yeah, Zephyros can see that between Makranum and Bukrebek, they've got the lady sort of in a grapple here, and things are going pretty well. Zephyros wants to get back there and help out the professor where he's at.
Okay.
So he's going to double move as far as he can. So 90 will take me there.
Yep.
And then 180 will probably take me to, I'm not exactly sure where the...
It's 30 to
divider
the
is.
edge, and then
So I'm probably going to end up somewhere here.
there's another 60.
Yeah, so that's fine. That's as far as I can go in this round.
Okay.
Let me just see how far away from
Hey
the
guys, I
line.
figured out the camera.
Okay.
Oh wow, it's so much brighter in
Oh,
there.
nice!
Hey, it's bright.
Sorry. Do
That
your
was
thing.
cool. That
Did you,
was
did
a
you
lot
have a sticker
better.
over to the front of the camera or something?
For some reason, my exposure was at like -7.
Hey, there's stuff in
Wow.
shelves.
What the?
You've got Benums behind you.
Wow. Okay, well, that's all I can do because I
Sorry.
double moved.
All right.
That looks more like you.
This pixie that you're trading spells with, she'll do a thing.
Let her go! Let her go!
Go cry to your bell.
She flies to here, and then lightning bolts Fereosae, Bukrebek, and Makranum.
Yeah, that tracks.
Yeah.
29 damage. Reflex save is 18.
My reflex is decent.
We don't
I make it.
We don't need HD, Neil. You also lost your audio when you did that. I don't know if.
No, my audio is muted.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay, Fereosae, did you make it?
I made it.
Okay, so you take half, or do you evade?
I do not evade.
Okay, 14, and then Bukrebek,
14.
who protected himself against lightning. That's good. Has only a +5 with Good Hope. That's +7. With Haste, it's +8. He fails by 1.
Oh,
So he
he's
takes
having a bad day.
he takes 29, resists 20. He takes 9 damage. And then Makranum has evasion because he's now going up class levels. He's 2nd level rogue. Makranum evades with a commanding 20. Oh, he turns into a really flat as lightning bolt blasts off against the wall. Lady Andaisin is screaming. She doesn't understand magic anymore.
She's still alive.
Coming out from the cloud cover, Bukrebek.
Do you need my help with her?
No, no, no. Do you need my help with her?
Nope. Bukrebek will drop his shield and two-hand his Morningstar 3 times with a bab of 7
Jeez.
Damn.
into the woman. Bukrebek
Go
thinks
to
that
sleep.
no,
Go
no.
to
This
sleep.
this priestess was behind all of this disruption and death and destruction. No, she's not. She's not appearing before a jury of her peers or anything like that. Okay, so Bard Song, Haste, and Good Hope. It's +13. Haste attack. And then secondary. He hits twice. 2d8 plus 8 plus double Bard Song plus double that. He clubs her. Oh, for min damage, of course. She's struggling. She's in that rarest of states that never happens.
Which seems like it happens all the time for
Yep,
us.
yep. She's got 0 hit points.
You will not leave here. We'll send you to your god. If your god even exists.
Oh yeah, the souls are all surging towards the edge. You can see that you've popped a leak at the side because so much activity is happening. The water looks really strange. It's a little bit silvery. Makranam is going to grapple to maintain, and does so, and he will do constrict damage? Not constrict, but he'll do damage as part of the grapple. Small creature. I think that's D2. Plus a whole lot of damage. His strength right now is 27 with bull strength. No, 25. That's plus 7. He's got an amulet. Plus 8, plus 9. Bard Song, plus 10, plus 11. Good Hope, plus 13. So he squeezes her for 14 damage. She falls unconscious. Wait. 14 damage. Her con is 15.
Oh, I think she fell asleep.
The Leucodaemons down the hallway. Are they even going to get out of this mess?
Her fear is gone.
Okay. Fereosae goes in a moment, so they get to continue to move through this double difficult terrain. 10, 20, 30, 10, and it moves up to the wall and is going to interact with your illusion. It swipes at the blast door. It's looking down at the professor.
Ah, fuck, it's up. Anyone?
It continues its movement and moves right up to you. It stands halfway through the door and its wings spread, these dirty bird wings with all sorts of maggots dropping off of the feathers. There's this horrible stench of carrion that comes around it. And that's all it can do because it double moved. But it's flapping its wings to almost like let its friends know that the wall is not real. Also, probably communicating.
Does it not provoke from the professor? Is there anything that it can
I
provoke?
don't think he's holding anything to threaten.
I think the professor's got a whole bunch of wands or some shit in his hand. Like he's quick drawing and quick stowing wands. Like, what do you have
He's
in
got
your
a
hands?
knife.
Yeah,
It should just be Bacalm's wand.
yeah.
Or
Plus,
bad word?
he's a little guy. Medium creatures, small creatures. Unless they've got something at range to threaten with, you could just walk up to them.
Yeah, you can just walk.
As a
up.
Fant, you are spoiled by having your 10-foot range. And the other goat demons are going to go 10 and 20 and 30. Hey, I'm out of here. And I'm being told that the wall is not real. Shit. But I need to... I'm going to interact with it. It sees through. And then the last one, 10 and 20 and 30. Oh, you know what? This is double difficult terrain. Give me a second. Yeah, they basically they can stop their movement, because once they're out of the tentacles, they can actually flap their wings and fly a little bit, so they get a little bit of extra movement. And then this one is going to try to move up to the wall again. And it rolls a 31 on its save as well. So there's 3 leucodemons that are daemons that have poked their heads through the invisible wall, and all are bearing down on the professor. They are speaking now telepathically to you. The one on the end is showing you what your head's going to look like in fast forward as it rots. The one on the other end is showing you how all of your extremities and all of your hair are going to fall out when it gives you a particular disease. And the one in the middle...
I recognize that stench.
You're just in a desert. There's a really big bird, a carrion bird, sitting on a rotten cactus, looking down on you. And the bird is talking to you.
Why? Why do you fight inevitability?
Oh, gentlemen, inevitability is just for the simple-minded and the unimaginative. Have we met? I'm sorry, I'm a bit busy. I can't stay.
Your stench is familiar.
It's been a long day. I haven't been home to bathe, so I do apologize for that.
You should know better. To interfere.
Yes, well, if I don't know better at this point, I probably never will. Can't teach an old dog new tricks, I'm sure you know. That is a dog skull, I think.
Your loss.
Oh, yes, well.
Thurgus, WB, what does that mean?
War Blessing is
Okay.
down. It's only a minute long. But I re-upped it, so I think I have like 2 rounds after it or something like that. I'm gonna take 1 attack at the well and see if I destroy it, and if I do, I'm gonna go and try and save the professor.
Okay.
Because I think now that they're coming through the wall, I know something's there. 55 points of damage.
Yeah, you destroy the side of the main basin of this pool, and spilling forth, churning forth, is not only this brackish, slightly silvery water, but dozens, if not 100 or so souls. They begin just pouring out. Your friend's soul is in that mess somewhere. As they're exiting the pool, they look less like people and more like those little motes that were floating around. You don't see the motes that you freed from the horrible wooden undead creature. The souls, however, seem to be attacking the plague zombie. And he kind of disappears under a deluge of angry souls that are attacking the plague zombie.
Sorry, buddy. With them freed, I'll move 90 towards the professor. I'm not really sure where that cutoff point is. But...
Okay, so you go flying past the wet professor. And another 20. Thurgus notices that you've picked up a couple of souls, and there are 3 of them that are kind of like floating around your head. They're not attacking you.
I'm gonna assume that whatever they have some sort of unfinished business, and I'm gonna let them be.
Okay.
I don't have a ton of knowledge religion, but like, if they're not hostile, then I'm not gonna hit them with the Ghost Touch Greatsword.
Fereosae.
I'm going to take a 5-foot step. I'm going to misfortune hex the pixie.
Okay, yeah.
That's a DC 22.
She made it?
She made it.
Oh,
Crap.
with her minus saves, how much was she penalized?
Minus
4.
Minus 4. Okay, she failed.
So she's gonna roll twice and take the worst on future things.
Dare you
I'm
touch me
gonna
with your hexes!
tackle the evil eye.
Oh yeah, her invisibility
Tackles all
is
hexes.
also gone because she lightning bolted you guys.
Yeah, the misfortune is also tackleable, but that's gonna last long before she dies. That one's not. Yeah.
Well, misfortune's only 2 rounds at your level, right?
Oh, that's probably true. So it's
Yeah.
up to a good 3 now.
Yeah.
And I'll take out the scalpel that I have.
Okay.
Pixel is going to just kind of move in a little bit closer and observe the souls.
Traitor!
The souls that are like all bouncing around the undead creature that have washed over them. Some of them are disappearing into the ground. Others are flitting around the room, and they're churning out. They're kind of like a lot of the mass majority of them are disappearing as they exit the fountain.
Are they getting sucked up by the stone?
Not necessarily. They seem to. Some of them just flick into the stone, like they fly around a little bit. Some flick into the stone. Some of them.
My perception was that they were no longer anchored to whatever was keeping them here, and they were moving on. Does that sound like ish?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, the mass majority of them are disappearing when they come out of the statue. A couple of them stopped and looked at Pixel.
You should have gone to your bell.
How dare you hex me! You traitor! Traitor! Traitorous bitch!
Traitorous bitch.
Lady Andaisin
I'm always collecting new titles.
tries to struggle. She rolls a nat 1 because she struggled in combat. She takes a hit point of damage. She's unconscious.
In her stupidity, she knocks herself out.
No, she got minus 14. Sorry, that one was her stabilization attempt. She dies.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
She tries to stabilize and dies.
She basically bled out.
She's no longer moving. Good. She deserves
It's so
this
quiet in here.
and probably more.
So quiet and peaceful.
There is a gong from the bell. As Lady Andaisin's mouth cracks open and opens up like 180 degrees, her jaw, so it's pointing straight up. And this really dark soul, probably 3 times as large as the other ones, starts flying around the room and then goes and flies into the bell.
All right.
Maybe that wasn't a good idea. It moved too quick. I tried to get it.
Professor?
You can take the withdraw action.
I'm going to start my turn off by switching places with the Vomit Twin.
Good call. Good call.
Vomit Twin.
I figure he'll like hanging out with these gross, squishy guys more than I will.
Alright, so you switch places with the Vomit Twin.
And then,
Conversation anyway.
yeah. It is getting a bit dangerous on the other end of that hallway. Yes, I will quick draw my silent image wand, and I will do spell combat this turn so that I can use a wand and cast a spell. For the spell, I will cast audio-visual hallucination back down the hallway where I was. So...
On which creature?
I'm going to hit all 3 of these guys since they're all standing close by each other. So it functions...
Okay, roll an SR check.
So 1d20 plus
9.
caster level 18.
Fails. Your spell washes up against their
Yeah.
SR.
And then I will pop around from the silent image wand to. I'm not going to do another blast door because.
What was the action to switch with the vomit twin?
Is that immediate fortune point? Does that make it a 20? Does 20 beat the SR?
Matt doesn't have any fortune point. Oh, there is.
I'm looking
a
at
fortune
chat.
point.
It said immediate
Sorry.
use.
Okay, your auditory hallucination works, maybe.
Oh, okay.
You could thank Blaze Lord for
Thank you,
that.
thank you, Chad. Who was that?
Blazer.
Blaze? My man.
All right, what are you making these things think they?
It's going to be their boss. If they believe it. It's going to be their boss. Because I know these daemons have somewhat of like a striated society. They have an army. There's some kind of hierarchy. These
Okay.
guys surely must have a stronger daemon boss.
Do they get a will save for this?
There should be. So, auditory hallucination, will save, disbelief.
What's their boss telling them to do?
Spare these ones. I have a plan for them yet. Go wait in your tombs till you are cold.
It's the DC.
The DC is going to be 4 plus 2 plus 10, 16, 26. Will save 26.
They don't look happy. The one in the middle, however, doesn't seem to be listening. The two beside it are like cowering and looking around.
And then, what the hell? Right behind Vomit Twin Professor, we're gonna just slam another blast door closed silently.
This one's slightly bigger, slightly more impressive.
It's like Phantom Menace where it closes over the other one.
Yep. Oh, okay.
Exactly. Yeah. That one's gonna have a much smaller DC than that first one.
Oh, it's not the same thing. Good.
No, it'll be 23.
Oh, the professor's so frustrating to fight.
I mean, they've got reason to believe this one's fake too.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
gonna try and switch it up and make it a different type of blast door.
Yeah,
but-
sure. It closed the opposite way. All right, so that was the professor, Zephyros.
Zephyros rolls an 18 on a will save, so he goes. I'm guessing.
You see through the professor's tricks.
Do I? Okay. I thought I missed.
You can see these two creatures cowering, like they're looking around at the ceiling, like trying to figure something out. The other one is bearing down upon the vomity, gross professor.
Okay, I got a question for you. I've got a question on the action economy. If I cast something that starts with me, it starts at the end of my range, right?
Yep.
And I have 5-foot reach.
You have 10-foot reach. I would let you start something 10 feet out. It's not the way it's supposed to work, but I would let you do that.
So then
I
what
see
would
what you're saying.
so then what would be the distance? The distance would be, hold on.
You would
So if I start something there, what would be the distance to this guy? Let me just check. 35, and
What?
I can do a 5-foot step for free before I do any attack, right?
You could do a move if it's a standard
Yeah.
spell.
I want to do a move after.
You
Oh,
can't 5-foot step and move.
Yeah.
I can't 5-foot step and move. All right.
In the
then-
3-action system, you can step all you want.
Yeah.
One step
Okay.
per move. Yeah.
Yeah, but if you were to move twice, he wouldn't be able to cast a spell because that takes
Correct.
2 actions.
Yeah. What spell
Okay.
are you trying to get off?
Flurry of snowballs.
You can do that from here, can't you?
It's 30 feet. I can hit the top guy, and I can hit the middle guy, but I can't hit the bottom guy.
All right, so it feels like a 30-foot cone. I see what you're saying. So a 30-foot cone from you looks like this. But you can start a cone, I'm saying 10 feet out because you're big.
Yeah.
So yeah, you have to move to
Yeah.
get them.
So I may as well move up until there. I think that'll probably be far enough.
So are
to
you
get
doing
them.
a 30-foot cone like this and getting the professor's creature in there, or are you doing a 30-foot cone? You're gonna, if you get all three of them, you're gonna get the professor in it. I can't draw the cone in a way where it doesn't.
Yeah, I can't avoid getting the vomit twin. I'm sorry.
Yeah, dude, fuck the vomit twin up.
Because the good thing here is I can do 4d6 points of damage.
If you moved all the way to here, then there is a cone. Oh, sorry.
The
Like-
vomit twin
like this.
That's used.
You start the cone here, and it just diagonal goes down like that. You can, if you move to there.
Sure, that's fine.
Okay, you float forward. You're an evoker. You're good at shaping your spells. You lean in a little bit, and you cause the cone to rupture in front of the professor. Now,
Yep.
a flurry of snowballs.
Yep, there's no spell resistance.
No SR because the snowballs are real, and you're throwing snowballs
And
with
this
rocks
is
in them.
and this is 4d6 points of cold damage from being pelted with icy spears.
They do get reflexes for half.
Yes.
Okay. What's the DC?
It's 18 plus spell level plus 2 because it's an evocation one, right?
So
So it's
22?
22.
Okay, the first one failed, the other two made it. And you do 4d6 plus 4.
$23 damage.
Nice. So the first one failed, took 23, becomes 13. That's 25. It gets pelted. It doesn't quite understand how snowballs are flying through the wall, but sure. Yeah, instead of this blast door spewing blood, this blast door shoots snowball icy
And then
bits
I'm-
at you.
and then
The one in the middle made it save, so it takes half, which is 11, resisted for 1, and then the other one made it save, so it takes 1. Alright, so you moved and cast.
What is it resisting?
Cold.
Oh, okay.
They seem to have about a resistance 10. You've watched them several times absorb some of the damage from your cold attacks.
Just, I'm going to do a spell recall on this as well, just to cast it again. I wanted to, just one more. This is not one thing. When I cast it again, this isn't something I can cast as something else because I'm assuming an icy spear is not something you can change into acid or fire or something like that.
Sure, you can. Yes, it's evocation with a descriptor. So look at the top under school. In brackets, it says cold. You could change that cold to electricity or acid or fire or...
Yeah. I'm asking a contextual question because I saw that, but I'm like, does it make sense to have a fiery spear?
You sure? A fiery sphere? Sure.
Okay. All right.
It's a ball of fire. Little tiny ball of fire.
Okay.
More importantly, it's magic.
Yeah, it's also magic. So,
Fair point.
all right. So they may know something's up with this wall because they've already encountered a wall and now things are being flung through it. We're going to go back to the pixie.
Delightful.
The bell tolls! She is heard! She is heard!
She flies around the wall. She's eager to go see what's going on.
Hecate! Hecate!
The ghost touch goes down on your sword.
Understood.
Bukrebek is going to back away a little bit and kind of join with Fereosae.
Something flew out of her mouth. It looked like her soul.
Yes, and it's in the bell. How interesting.
I don't like this.
Yes, I'm not fond of it either.
Victims.
I can't be in two places at once.
The victims in the side pools are all trying to...
Oh, take care of those demons.
They're all trying to, like, burst through the barrier of the water that's keeping them there, like the film on top of the water. They're all trying to scream, like, to free them. Now that they see that others have been freed. The victims.
Yeah.
Macronom.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't feel good over there.
The Leuco demons. Well, finally it gets to attack one of them. Alright, so their boss is saying spare them. We will disease this one first. No, you will die. One in the middle doesn't care. They're fine with going back and squatting, but they're going to fire some diseased arrows at you first.
That vomit twin me?
Well, the goat skull abomination that is closest, like the one right across from you, the vomit twin, is going to claw and bite the Professor Vomit Twin.
Oh no, my 14 AC and 9 hit points.
Sorry, this is the one that didn't believe that it's just going to rend you apart. So it hits 3 times. How many hit points does your Vomit Twin have?
9. It has equal to my caster level.
Oh, so it doesn't even need its 3 attacks. It bites the professor's face off. And then the Vomit Twin just turns into this goopy, kind of melty plastic.
No.
And this thing's pissed. Shit, it took an attack. If it were the 3 action system.
Do not believe the voices. It is a trick.
And it's going to go up to the wall and try to disbelieve this damn wall. And does so. It gets to the other side. It's now threatened by Zephyros. It didn't realize Zephyros is so close to it. And it will stop there because it doesn't want to take an AOO from your side. It hisses and kind of gets down and moves back and forth. You are now engaging this thing in melee, I guess. These goat skull abominations. One of them's a bit of a coward, and it's gonna go fly over to here, and it's just gonna wait until the tentacles go away. It wants to go back and listen to the master. This one's too curious. It's like wants to bring an offering back to the master, so it's gonna fly up and have a look at what's going on the wall. It gets a 24 on its saving throw. It then stops here when it sees that Zephyros is there and commanding the hallway with his scythe, so it stops as well.
Also, just bear in mind, Zephyros is not on the ground. He's flying.
Yep. There are no more wraiths. Thurgus?
I have a charge lane.
Yeah?
Thurgus. Do either one of them look more injured than the other to me?
Yeah, the one to the south looks more pathetic.
Okay, I charged that one. Let me just make sure. I'll burn another round of Sacred Weapon just to keep my bonuses the same. I don't have to
These creatures stink.
Oh, do I need saves? Is there
No,
like an aura or anything like that?
there is an
Okay.
aura, but it affects saving throws.
Understood. Can they be crit?
Yes, they are alive as much as
44
outsiders alive. That is a critical hit.
Nice.
Exclamation
job.
crit.
114 points of damage.
No,
Oh,
we have our crit tables. Yeah. Amazing critical and a major condition. So that's a ×3 crit instead of a ×2.
Oh, good lord.
Holy shit.
Okay.
You could just roll one more and add it to your 114.
There you go. 169 points of damage. And then what's the additional major condition? How does that work?
I think death is more important than major condition. 169 with its 28 damage. 169, 189, 197 means you dropped it to a -37. Its con's only 23. Yeah, you explode the thing into a horrible pile of rotten flesh, hordes of swarms, a gut full of maggots, and rotten feathers. You just destroyed it.
As I bring the sword down, I look at the other two. I need you guys to come this way, because I gotta go back. And he's just panting from flying back and forth down this hallway. Come on, make my life a little easier.
Fereosae.
I fly to here, peek out of the clouds, and say, "Go to sleep."
Okay.
DC 22?
Fereosae, you could see through the mist perfectly, right?
Yes.
There is
Oh, I stow the scalpel.
there
as
is a
I'm
necromantic energy that is flowing off the bell and kind of like flowing down around the bell, creating drapes. Like you can't see in the area underneath the bell. Not quite clearly, but every once in a while you could see something forming underneath the bell itself.
Something's reforming in the bell.
She lives again! Blessing of Hecate's flesh!
She might sleep now.
No! Okay, so she's got a +10. Is she still racked by the -4?
-4, roll twice, take the lower.
Yep.
And she needs to roll twice and take the lower.
Yep.
No, Hecate! No!
She flutters to the ground and curls up and goes to sleep. Sleep.
Yeah.
Lady Andaisin. I'm going to rename her to something called the Daughter of Hecate.
No.
That doesn't sound better.
Oh,
Don't worry, guys. She got reincarnated with 1 int and 1 charisma.
No.
This is the ugliest bell you have ever seen.
No, that curse is still with the old body. This thing is not.
Yeah, it was worth a shot.
Yep.
Oh God, what is this? Good Lord.
Titans may have killed Hecate, but she lives on in me!
You hear the bell boom, toll one more time.
That toll is for you, dear. Winter has come for you. I am the most powerful of her daughters. I will teach them terror and pain. Curse you, Baba Yaga. I remember from whence I came.
Okay. Where are her stats? What can she do?
Does Zephyrus have a D-door left?
I think so.
It's a very important thing to know.
Checking. Yeah, I do.
You might need to drop me next to her. I feel like these guys can wait.
Okay.
Oh, I might need to be getting down that hallway pretty quick here.
We gotta go back. Zephyrus, we gotta go back.
I'll take you back.
What do you have there? You have something of hers. You have something of mine.
I have whatever I've earned.
Show it to me now. I can feel it. I can feel the pain in my teeth.
Do I have hers?
She gets frustrated because you're not producing it quick enough, and calls down a column of fire and not negative energy, but profane energy from the ceiling.
Yeah, okay.
32 damage.
I don't think I have one of the amulets. I do have the Book of Teeth. 32 damage. Is there any save on that?
Yeah, it's a reflex save. The DC is 22. And there's a hero point ahead of your roll for a +8. Because chat apparently wants you to live.
I will benefit from that.
And you make the save
helpful.
because of the +8.
Absolutely, I make it because of that. Yeah,
All right, so
100%.
half damage is 16 damage, which is 8 fire, 8 profane.
Okay.
And you think for a moment
I take 8
because you're wreathed in
because
flame.
I
Yep.
resist fire.
So she moved up to you. She's threatening you. She's got really horrible claws. You can't tell whether she's corporeal or not corporeal. Like, she seems to be missing parts of her, and there's this glowing blue, greenish soul kind of lighting her from within.
I have the sword. I have the Book of Teeth. I have the Crone's headband.
Okay, so what are these things? You're a bard. You could think on your feet. So what is the... You have the what?
I have the Brink of Destruction, which is a destructive adamantine short sword that I got off of a Tari Demodand.
Okay. What's the other thing?
I have the Book of Teeth, which contains hundreds of teeth taken by Baba Yaga, who she just mentioned.
Yep. Taken from whom?
Children that Baba Yaga kidnapped. Or maybe even some of Baba Yaga's own children.
And she's complaining of a toothache.
Yes. And she said that she's the most powerful of the daughters of Hecate.
Did she say Hecate?
She may have implied it. She may not have said it.
All right, so she got really frustrated when you weren't producing whatever was causing her jaw to ache, and she flame struck you. Professor.
She did.
So I am going to do the same thing with the wand still in hand. I'm going to audiovisual hallucination back down the hallway, a fresh one to try and get the wand.
Try to get that same goat skull abomination to listen to you.
Yeah, the one who didn't listen to me before.
Okay.
1d3 plus 9 for the SR, 25.
You get through the SR. It gets a will save. It fails.
I told you before, Millie. Get back to your cage. Stop telling your brethren to disobey.
This thing's looking at the roof. It should be looking at other things, but it's... It seems frightened.
And then I will pop another silent image from the wand, and let's just slam another blast door between us and them. Right in front of Zephyros and Thurgus, another blast door.
Holy fuck.
Same DC.
I love the professor.
He's brilliant.
And then I think I will...
Do you know how annoying that would be? Every 5 feet, you gotta stop and go, is this a real wall now? No, it's not a real wall. Oh, there's another wall.
What you need to do is you need to mix it with create pit and just make an illusion of a pit and then a real pit and then an illusion of a pit, illusion of a pit, and a real pit.
It's the summoning monsters and then summoning illusions of the monsters to make it look like a bigger army.
An illusion of a flame wall and then a real flame wall.
It's a new definition for difficult terrain.
Which one do you walk through? Which one do you take damage?
Difficult mental terrain. Zephyros.
Well, I'll also swift action to bring up the invisibility field and go invisible.
Okay.
Okay. Zephyrus hates the call from Thurgus, who asked him to just get us back there, and he's going to cast Dimension Door.
Okay.
And he is going to take Thurgus, I guess, as close as he can to where he thinks this is, which is somewhere here.
Mm-hmm.
He's just going to grab onto Thurgus and pull him through the Dimension Door with him.
All right, so once you're here, you can see through 5 feet of the mist. So both of you can see at this angle that there is this horrible creature floating in front of Fereosae, demanding Fereosae give her something.
Does this constitute my move action as well? Because we walk through the Dimension Door.
When
right?
you Dimension Door, your turn ends. So you're done your turn.
Okay.
Yeah. You need the dimensional feats.
The pixie is out for the count, and then Bukerbeck is looking at Zephyros with 10 damage.
You mean Thurgus?
Yeah, Thurgus with 10 damage. He's got 13 himself.
That's just war paint.
He's got 1 channel left, I think. Should he use it? Fereosae is also injured, so yeah, I think the answer is yes. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. Fereosae.
In all that is holy, which is very few things in this place, may the living be healed, and everything else be damned.
15 healing. On Bukerbeck, Thurgus, Fereosae, and Zephyros and Macronom don't look like they're injured, amazingly enough.
I know, right? Didn't catch Ferris, eh? Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, you're ready to do the
he will.
calculation.
Yeah, he will exclude the daughter of Hecate, or Baba Yaga, or whomever. Victims are all screaming from the bubbling water. These are not places where you want to take a bath. Macronom. Macronom will move.
Check wand.
21 more blast doors. Makadam goes running for Zephyrus' shoulder. Climbs up. Oh, we killed her and she turned into that! The Leuco daemons that are being chastised by imaginary bosses, I think, are going to slink back to the edge of the tentacled area and wait. They're going to attempt to disbelieve that last blast door.
Last.
One of them sees through it. All right. There are no wraiths. Thurgus.
She hasn't. Has she attacked? Have I seen her do something hostile?
You saw some fire and she's screaming at Fereosae, so she doesn't look
I will
friendly.
look to Fereosae. Oh, can I see Fereosae?
Yep. No. Yeah. Through the mist this way, you can see Fereosae. Yeah.
Either way, I'll call out. Are you gonna make peace, or am I gonna make peace?
I'm going to step over here and give her some teeth.
Does she respond well to that, or does she respond hostily to that?
She grins at Fereosae.
How do we
I'm
know?
gonna give
She
you
doesn't have
all
any
the
teeth.
Yeah, it's not. She still has teeth in her mouth. Fereosae, you do notice that there is a spot where there might be a tooth missing.
Do I get the sense? I don't know if this would require like a detect or something like that. Do I get the sense that this is an evil creature?
Look at it.
Like an evil aura? Okay.
It's good, dude.
I'm going to step over here, and I point to opposite her. I might be able to get you a flank.
I take a 5-foot step, and I full round attack.
Yeah,
Am I dealing with concealment here?
Fair enough.
You are dealing with concealment. Yeah.
Okay. I will spend another round of Sacred Weapon. Keep my bonuses the same.
All right. Somehow, I think her pretty good AC is not going to be good enough against you. She's got a 32 AC.
Primary. Oh my god. Iterative.
All right.
One swing. For 58.
So you hit her once for 58. Okay.
Correct. I whiff twice. Oh, well, that's if the concealment.
Yeah.
So we have to roll concealment.
She's got DR, magic, and slashing. Oh, man.
I bypass that.
Yeah, I know. And then the mischance from the mist does not block your true strike with your blade. You stab your greatsword into her quite corporeal form for 58 damage.
You'll feel better with the tooth.
There's something happening, Thurgus. There is a backlash of energy when you strike her.
Okay.
I need to look up the spell. Are you a good creature?
Nope. You wouldn't let me.
Ooh, fortune point.
I tried. I wanted to be chaotic good. You told me no.
All right, you don't take 1d6 points of strength damage from the backlash, then.
Somebody rocked a fortune point?
Is that a reroll of one of the attacks? How does that work?
No, fortune points are +2. It still doesn't hit her with one of the other rolls, so
Yeah,
I'm going to reject this fortune point. Okay, a bunch of unholy energy, which doesn't necessarily phase Thurgus,
chaotic neutral.
roils down your blade and nips at your knuckles, but doesn't do anything to her. She's screeching because you basically ran her through with your greatsword. She's got a bit.
I like to think that I swung once on the left, once on the right, just to kind of aim, and then I went whah. just to try and get a good sense of how big she was.
Fereosae, she's been forced by taking 58 points of damage to deal with Thurgus.
I take a 5-foot step down there and pull out the book just in case and say, "Here, it's in the book. You'll have to unseal it, though."
Okay, she looks down at you. Is the book locked?
Yeah, I think so.
Give
With,
me
with
my
some sort of, it's sealed somehow by Baba Yaga.
give me my teeth, you bitch.
I will continue Bard Song.
Daughter of Hecate. All right. She really wants the book, but she needs to handle these assholes.
If she turns towards Thurgus, I'll say, "Oops," and drop the book.
Waves. So you can drop things on your turn, unless you took a readied action to do that.
No, that's fine.
All right. The daughter of Hecate is going to defensively cast a spell.
No. How dare she? Who said you could cast spells again?
She does not provoke an AOO. You get a spellcraft check if you'd like.
Yeah, I'll take that.
18.
The DC is 25.
33?
She's casting a witch spell. Apparently she's become an arcane caster.
Ah, nice.
And it is a 30-foot cone-shaped burst that she's aiming at this big group of meat called Waves of Fatigue.
No, waves.
There's no. Is there a save on that?
There's no save on waves.
Yeah.
There is SR, and she can get all of you.
We just get the fatigued condition. Is that right?
Yep. Everyone who's living in that area gets fatigued.
-2 strength dex. Doing anything that would normally cause fatigue, cause exhausted.
How do I counter with spell resistance or something like that?
SR would be the only counter for this one.
So I need an ability called spell resistance.
There is a spell called spell resistance, I think, and there are
There are items.
items. Yep.
Yeah.
A good one for the professor to get it.
Bow down before me! I was selected! I was chosen by Baba Yaga! I am one of her daughters, and with the power of Hecate flowing in my veins, I will be a god amongst her daughters!
Just remind me, so if we're fatigued, we just move slower?
-2 strength and -2 dex.
Okay.
It's a penalty. It's not damage or drain. So
I added it to the conditions on the sheet, too.
Okay. That was her standard action. Her move. She holds out her hand for the book.
Book.
Professor, the haste spell goes down.
Question. Can I see the daughter of Hecate enough to, like, target her from here, or would I have to move?
You can't see her through 5 feet of wall, and it looks like you're directly in front of the 5 feet of the mist. So you'd have to be where you could see those edges.
Say I was, like, right here?
Yep. Yeah, you could. Yep.
Okay. So I will, unfortunately, become visible. And then I will move to here.
That's
As part of my move, I will quick stow the silent image one, and then as a free action, I will quick draw a wand of dispel magic, and we're just gonna shoot off a dispel magic at her. I feel
How
like.
did you move 100?
Oh, the
with-
haste goes down this turn.
So that's 2 moves to get there.
Yeah, so I can fly at 60, so I'd have to be 40 back.
You can still see her from there.
Yeah, can I still see her from somewhere over there?
Yep, you can see that square right there.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and hit her with a dispel magic charge.
Okay. What's the caster level of the wand?
The wand's caster level is 6.
5 or something?
6. Okay, there is a fortune point being spent, so roll a d20, add 8, and subtract 11.
15?
You dispel 15th level magic. Okay, you dispelled off of this lady. Ah.
Hero's Feast.
No, she's no longer flying. She lands onto the ground. She peeks out of the mist and looks at where the professor is.
Jerks Emeritus.
Hello, madam. Yes, nice to see you.
Zephyros.
Who has no idea what to do.
Go stab it. You're a magus.
I think what Zephyros is gonna do is he is gonna cast Shocking Grasp into his scythe,
Mm-hmm.
and then he's gonna move up to her and he is gonna whack her with his scythe.
Okay. Show me where you're going.
I'm guessing about there. Oh, I probably just only have to go about there.
I actually don't have a weapon out right now.
So, I believe 5 feet of this mist blocks sight. So I think you have to move all the way up to her to see her.
Oh, you told us when we stopped there that we could actually see her.
Yeah,
That's
you
why.
could see her
Okay.
through this edge because she's less than 5 feet away from these little edges.
Oh, but from the inside I can't. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, got it. All right, so I am going to go have
Are
a go
you
at her.
using a swift action to boost your attack with your mage's points, or are you?
Yes, I'm going to spend a mage's point to
Okay.
get plus my int modifier to my attack as well.
Which is significant.
Somebody still got mage's points?
Yeah. So it gives me a +8 to hit as well. So I am looking at your sheet, Matt.
Disgusting.
Combat routines. So I'm +26 to hit. Is that what you're saying?
That's what I've got. You actually have you a +9 on your int.
Haste is also down.
I can pull the haste off.
Let me confirm. My int is +8.
Okay.
Okay, so that is +26 to hit.
I think it's plus 25.
I've got to look. I need to lose something for strength as well, right? But
Minus
that's going to
1.
Plus 25.
So
Okay.
wouldn't it go down to 24 because of haste?
Haste's already off.
Oh, okay.
All right, so +25.
It's got the +1 from the scythe itself.
29. That's a poor roll.
Her AC is 32. So you swiped at her and you miss. She smiles as she now has a target for her ghastly claws.
Oh dear. I mean, I can do a secondary attack.
No, you move more than.
Oh, I
5
did.
feet.
Yeah, that's right.
The pixie's sleeping. Bukerbeck. Oh,
Do a quick check on something here. is timely inspiration.
Oh, actually, there was a hero point immediate use for
Would-
+2.
That
And
would have
then
been a
you
plus
could've-
2.
Right, and then you could have used the
Oh, I have a fortune point as well.
well, that was the immediate use that would already given you a +2. What's the Good Hope booster thing?
Well, the +2 would take you to 31, right?
Mm-hmm.
What
Yeah,
about moment
And
of
you need
greatness?
52?
greatness. Yeah, that's what you would need.
I can timely inspiration with an immediate action.
Because I have a moment of greatness that I haven't
That
used
ends
Sorry,
Bard's
no,
Song?
that's a competence bonus. That doesn't
Okay.
stack.
yet. Okay.
If you haven't used the moment of greatness from when I cast it earlier, you've got it, and you can spend it for a +2.
Okay. So the moment of greatness
And
the...
one of the fortune points. Got it. Okay, so you tag her with the with your scythe. The necromantic damage doesn't do anything to her.
Okay.
The shocking grasp does, though.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So shocking grasp's going to do something, and the normal damage. So 2d6 plus what? Should this get reduced because I've lost some strength?
Just by 1. Unless you have an even numbered strength,
He's got an
then
odd.
you're 0.5.
Right.
What's your bonus for strength?
7.
7. So
So then it would just go down by 1.
I've still got you at plus 15. That's using the strength off the sheet that's modified by fatigue.
okay. So 2d6 plus 15.
Should be. Yeah.
I'm just going to roll that first, Marty.
Sure. The actual scythe bites into her ghoulish flesh.
So that's 17 damage. Not a great hit.
Minimum damage, but still 17. And then you channel a bunch of shocking grasp into her, which does 5d6 plus 4.
That's correct. Shit! Look at all those ones! 11.
She twists away from the blade, and a bunch of the shocking grasp goes flying out into the air.
Your name is Zephyros, is it not? I will power over souls whose names I know.
Yes, that is my name. Don't abuse it. It might get old.
The victims in the pools are trying to escape before they can be consumed. Makranam.
Oh. Okay, I gotta try to help.
He slides off your shoulder, and he's going to use an attack against the daughter of Hecate to aid Thurgus's next attack. Makranam hits AC
10.
10.
Down here.
What's with the handbag?
The Luco demons are cowering because their master's telling them to do so. There are no apostasy wraiths that are summoned, although there could be a few more lingering in those pools. Thurgus. Oh no. Oh no.
Can I 5-foot step over Makranam?
Yep, he's small, you're large, you could be in the same squares.
Okay, I'd like to do that. Am I still at the mischance, or if I'm adjacent?
Oh yeah. You're fighting within the mist. Zephyros, you hit still.
Okay. My swift action is going to be re-upping Sacred Armor.
Okay.
And because when I use Sacred Armor, I can burn a round of Sacred Weapon again. So I'm just going to keep that up. And then with my... Oh, this should actually be a plus... If I have the 1, it's not human, right?
It is no longer human.
Okay, I have Human Bane up from when we entered here, so I'm just going to ignore that. But this should actually be +2. So primary, and then plus the aid, and then one of the immediate use hero points on an up. I think we've used one of the 2. Is that right?
Yeah, there's still one more.
Okay, so this is my primary.
You
33
hit,
to
you hit
hit.
by 1
Not a 1.
because of the fortune point.
Mischance on that? Misses.
Oh, it misses.
1d20 plus 20. 2. I rolled 2 2s. Don't feel bad about your d6s.
She
Neil.
slaps your blade aside. She's not afraid of sticking her clawed hands anywhere near your blade. Like, you don't want to be hit by these claws.
Yeah, no haste, so I only get 2 attacks. That's it for... Actually, I'm going to bite her.
Okay.
What's my bite? I'm mad. That's at -5 on top of that, so... that still whiffs.
Okay.
I'm just angry. I'm just like, ah!
You do not bite the disease being. Okay. Although she should have let you. Fereosae, then the daughter of Hecate, or Baba Yaga, or both.
All right. I will continue Bard Song, drop the book,
Okay.
pull out the Brink of Destruction, the +2 adamantine sword.
You're now threatening her and providing a flank.
That's correct.
And
So that
standard action
is-
Evil Eye AC.
I will standard action Evil Eye.
Ooh, tough choices.
AC.
Tough choices.
Yeah,
If you need hit so that you don't die when she turns around and slaps you.
This is a will save, right?
this is a will save. DC
Mind
22.
affecting if she's immune.
33.
So it lasts for 1 round.
And no cackle because you burned your move.
I can move. Yeah.
Well, drawing a weapon can be done as part of a move.
I thought that was if you were taking the move action, you could draw a weapon, not as part of any move action.
Yeah, that's probably true. I'm cool with that.
Right, okay.
I only need it for a round.
Okay.
And I'll say, this blade came from the Demotans. Perhaps Hecate would trade it for a further blessing, along with your tooth.
Flee, little witch, and I will let you live for delivering the teeth. The rest of you are mine.
I'm just waving it around.
Yeah, she's got concerns. Did 2 strikes from the 2 from the 2 large creatures. She's taken 86 damage. It's time for her to retort. All right. Zephyrus has got mirror
I
images.
feel safe in this case.
She is able to see through your mirror images as fake.
True sight? That's
Interesting.
good stuff.
And she's going to claw Zephyrus. AC 34.
It does not matter because Zephyrus uses Windy Escape.
Does that would work for that?
Windy
respond-
Windy Escape gives you a DR 10 magic, and her claws are considered magical, so it does matter.
God damn it, I've never been able to get that spell to work. Thank you. Thank you for pulling it off, Neil.
There is a mischance because she can't see through the mist perfectly. She doesn't. Alright, so she does damage. 2d6 plus 11 damage. Physical damage to Zephyrus, 16 damage. Then there is a negative level. And she is also... her claws were, like, icky. And you need to make a fortitude save versus a disease. The DC is 22.
I have a delay poison. I'm just curious if that'll do something.
Poison's good against poisons. There might be a custom spell called delay disease, but
Okay. All right, so I need to do
the bubonic plague that is dripping from her claws is trying to affect your form.
Kicking it
not
old
want it.
school.
Okay, so what do I need to do? I need to make a fortitude save.
Yep.
My fort is plus 10. Let me just check. Is there anything I can do to increase this? I think I still have a fortune point.
Sure.
So
I
I
think.
still have one fortune point. I need to hit 23 or something, right?
22.
22. Yeah, I'm going to burn my fortune point to get a +2 here.
Okay.
Oh, almost messed that up. 1d20 +12.